Greetings friends, my name is Denise and I run the Poshmark Closet Eat, Play, Love. You may have noticed my absence and that was simply because I have caught a little bit of a virus. It really started out as a laryngitis type virus and has progressed into a little bit of a cold. Not a major cold, some stuffy nose, but I will promise you, sounding like Froggy from the Little Rascals is not the way anyone wants to watch a video. So of course I had to take a little break. I thought I would get my feet wet and just create a really short video of these 6 items that I am about to ship and just shoot some conversation into this video about what I'm shipping out. I think we should just get started. The first item I am shipping out is a Lululemon bra. I have been inspired by some recent Lululemon pickups that I've done. I am going to create a reseller's guide to a Lululemon and really start to give some specifics on how to maximize your profits reselling Lululemon items. Not all Lululemon is created the same. We know this. We know this, insert any brand. But I'm going to give you some of my tips and tricks to create more visibility for your Lululemon listings and ultimately create a faster sell-through rate and maybe get some unique pieces into the hands of people who are very interested in them. Now, both Lululemon pieces that I am shipping out today have not been sitting in my closet. These are 2 Lulu pieces that I posted this week. One of them I sold, my goodness, pretty close to an hour or so after I put it in my closet. And then the one that I just showed you, I sold, I don't know, in 3 or 4 days, which I think is a great sell-through rate for Lululemon. As many of you know, Lululemon is an item that can sit and sit and sit. And so I'm just going to create that video to help people see what items are most valuable, what items they want to pick up, and maybe what items they want to leave behind. This bra was actually called Velvet Dust, and I did the work to discover the actual name of this item, and that's part of what the details will be in the video that I create. This Lulu bra was actually from 2023, so I put it in the title of my post. I had it posted for $44 and I sold it to an offer from Liker for $30. I went back and forth a little bit in my mind. I currently, on the new Lululemon items that I have just posted in my closet, I have currently been sending out a different structured offer than I normally do. So here's kind of how I set up offers in my closet. I have the majority of offers in my closet, just a general rule of thumb, I have 15% off and $5.95 is automatically sent out to people who like that post in a window of time, maybe 5 to 15 minutes after the item is liked. I also use Posh Sidekick, and that allows me to set category specific offers. For example, I currently have offers set at 15%, as I just said, but on dresses, I just feel like I needed to move my dress inventory, so I'm doing that. I have offers set at 25% off for dresses. So my very first offer that goes out to likers on any dress in my closet is going to be 25%. Now, of course, let's just say I source a brand new Reformation dress, new with tags, and it's sold out everywhere. I can actually set up in Sidekick to not send an offer on that dress, or to send 10% off instead of 25. But right now I've just chosen, kind of as a strategy, a selling strategy in my closet, that I want to be selling dresses at 25% off because I'm ready to just kind of move some inventory. I recognize it's February, Easter's coming up, people are shopping and thinking spring. People are also doing things like taking cruises and vacations, and they may be looking for those pieces that they want to bring on vacation with them. Now, I had the little notification that this dress sold, and it said, you know, congratulations, you just sold vintage 1980s R.J. Stevens floral dress. And I thought, what dress is that? I really did. I was like, the majority of things in my closet, like if I see, you know, Lululemon Energy Bra sold, I know what I'm looking for and what that is in my closet. When this sold, I thought to myself, what exactly is that dress? So I just drilled down and took a little bit of a closer look, and I discovered that it was this very cottagecore, modest, vintage, floral maxi dress. I actually modeled this dress in my listing, and my goodness, I don't know why I picked this dress up. I don't know what stood out about it. I'm really hoping I got it for a good deal. I did sell this dress for $37, so I'm super happy with that, but I'm just kind of laughing because I'm like, why did I buy this dress? What kind of mood was I in to make me want to source a dress like this? I would not pick up this dress if I was out thrifting today and it was $5. I wouldn't buy it. I couldn't think of a reason. It would just go right by on the rack in my mind. So it's a beautiful dress. It's from the 80s. I do feel like there is a niche for this cottagecore style dress. But I'm also kind of questioning what I was thinking when I bought it. I'm recommending looking for R.J. Stevens, but heck, maybe if you're at the bins and you find a whole bunch of them, there could potentially be a market for them. I think a dress like this, I don't have it in my title, but it is good to add the word modest. I think sometimes people are searching out modest dresses. The next piece I'm shipping out, I sold for $70. It's a Johnny Was piece, and it's so beautiful and lovely. I did actually steam this before I started filming, so I did want to kind of make it look as pretty and presentable as possible. Let's see. I recently sourced this dress for $7.99. It's at the Salvation Army now, who does menu pricing. So all long sleeve shirts are $7.99 no matter what the brand is, versus, let's say, the Goodwill. They recognize the Johnny Was label and they price that at $19.99. That is one of the beauties of going to a place that has that fixed price. If they don't mark up, because of brand, or even if it's new with tags, it'll still be in that fixed price menu. They do have some items that they kind of pull out, let's just say, I don't know, leather jackets or something, or more substantial pieces, and they mark them with red tags with a specific price, but the rest of the store is all menu pricing. I did have this in my closet for $98, and the buyer sent me an offer for $70, so I happily accepted it. Pretty easily clearing my $20 per item goal. whole, just kind of speaking to Johnny Was, I do pick it up when I find it, and it's not a fast seller for me. This piece was maybe one of the fastest selling Johnny Was pieces I have, except for a really cool more blazer styled embroidered piece. So I tend to find Johnny Was items that really aren't the most like coveted and fast selling Johnny Was, but they do eventually sell, and for a really great price point. I sold another Lululemon bra, and this one was just posted. It sold same day in my closet. The buyer requested some measurement info. She's new to Lululemon, and so I was more than happy to provide that information to her. I do see a little tiny bit of pilling. I'm gonna see if I can pull some of this up with my fabric shaver here. The inside lining is kind of a nude color, and the pilling has a little bit of a darker color to it. It's not a lot of pilling, but I sold this piece for $37, so I absolutely want to be sending this in as good of a condition that I can get it in. I want to make the buyer happy. I recently had, let's have a little conversation speaking about keeping the buyers happy. I recently had a person create a return request on a scrubs piece that I sold. It was a Figs item. It was a top. And if you don't know, and I'll provide this information, Figs actually has a number tag called a PO number. And basically, I call that like a hex code. That PO number has a little guide on the Figs website, and it tells you what color the company has named that piece. So then, say you found PO 12.99, you can go in and see that it's heathered denim or heathered indigo, blah, blah, blah. So I like to add that color to my listings for people who collect Figs. Now, I personally find this kind of funny, and the buyer of the item contacted support and said, "This is the wrong color, this is faded, blah, blah, blah. This doesn't match the pants I own." Okay, name a reseller that is going to guarantee a shirt that someone's buying from me is going to exactly match the pants they owned. And I just want to interject this one piece. The buyer never stated what her hex, her PO number was on the pants she was trying to match. Now, I'll just say, just like Lululemon, any brand you can name, Figs has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of colors. So if you like a light blue, it may not be the exact light blue. It's like a chambray color. She never came out and said what color she was trying to match. Now, if my shirt was washed 20 times and her pants are brand new and were washed once, or her pants were washed 100 times, how on earth could I possibly guarantee with different people's washing machines, detergents, how they launder their items, what they launder them with, that I would guarantee a match of an item I never saw, never heard the color of, to an item I was selling? I don't know a reseller that would be that dumb. If she had said to me, "Oh my gosh, I have a chambray pair of pants," I'm just saying chambray, that's not the color. If I have a chambray pair of pants, this is what they look like, does it seem like it'll be a good fit, and share that information with me, I may have had a leg to stand on. But just to contact support and be like, this doesn't match the pants I already own, so I want my money back because you were wrong. And I was like, I actually don't think I was wrong. I put down the color that Figs named it, and I mailed it off to you. Posh support basically came back and said, hey, we're gonna release the funds for both of you. Okay, Posh, you do you. Due to buyer protection. I was like, okay, what about seller protection? I don't think I've had a return request since maybe October or November, at least 3 months, and that return request went in my favor. So I haven't actually had like a legitimate like, yes, we grant this refund and the person will ship the item back to you. So that's just like my little rant. So, you know, my thoroughness was actually used against me. My going above and beyond and sharing what the color was went against me because of the buyer being uneducated or having a different expectation than I could ever provide as a reseller. Like unless I saw the items together, I could never guarantee they were gonna match. And I don't think anyone watching this video would ever guarantee that. The next item I sold is just a t-shirt. This company is called Jung Maven, and it says, get high and be somebody, Willie's first joint, 1954. This is a very specific market for this shirt. I've had a lot of interest in this shirt. And this shirt sold to an offer from Liker for $45. I have had a really just adorable teenager contact me and say, don't you think this shirt is overpriced? And I'm like, well, it's not from Target. It's a $125 t-shirt. Maybe you could take up the price point of this shirt with the company and not me. I'm just being a smart businesswoman and not asking $20 for a $125 limited edition t-shirt, which is actually collectible to some people. I do think people are kind of funny, like when they just call you out like, oh yeah, you know, you're right. I am not in the business of making money. I'm just in the business of appeasing teenagers who don't have a lot of money. Yeah, no, that's not my business model. Oh, I'm in a little bit of a mood today. And as you can see with the talking, my voice is sort of getting stressed out a little bit. So luckily I only have one more item to ship out, and then you'll be done if you've made it through the video to this point. So I am using a lot of these paper envelopes to ship things like t-shirts these days and the Lululemon bras, because I think they would get lost in this bigger kind of Tyvek envelope, and I don't really have to use any tape on those. The last item I sold, the person offered me $20 for it, and I had it in my closet for $42. So I simply declined because I didn't see where we were gonna meet. And then she came back with a $25 offer, and I did accept the $20. This is a Maeve by Anthropology piece. This is a piece I have had in live shows, and I think I've tried to sell it for $20 in a live show before, so I was more than happy with accepting the $25 and just kind of getting a little bit more money on my investment. I am sure I spent at least $4 on this piece, and so I'm not actually wrapping this. Sometimes when people lowball me and they offer me 60 to 70% off on an item that is new with tags, like someone this morning, a $220 dress from Anthropology, I had in my closet for $42. Like, I think that's a really great discount. Someone offered me $14 for a dress, and when I declined it, she offered me $15. So now the dress is $88 in my closet. I'm just like, okay, I was being nice. I had it marked at like a really kind of competitive price. And there's just always those people. I do think the strategy of, you know, selling a little bit more less than market value for an item is not a great strategy, because you're gonna find those people who simply just want the cheapest deal they can get. So, example number 2, I have a brand new with tags Costa hat, never been worn. I had about 4 of them that I was given to sell, and I had them in my closet for $20. They retail for $25. I've sold them from $12 to like $25. That's the range. Someone offered me $5 and I declined the $5, and then he came back and he offered me $4. You probably won't be able to guess what I did, but if you know me and have been watching this channel at all, what I did was I blocked him. And now the item's $25 in my closet. So I do appreciate people who make me realize that when I have items priced under market value, it's never really, like, it never wins in the long run. You're always going to need that room for negotiation. There's always going to be people who are going to push that real edge of the bottom of your profit limits. And selling an item for $4 is something I have never done. And it's not why I am a successful reseller. So we'll be back in the next couple of days with my Lululemon video. I also want to go over my January numbers because my January was up 35% from last January. And I just want to talk about what I'm doing to help my sales increase 35% from January 2023 to January 2024. I hope you guys are seeing great success in your sales, and may kindness light your path. Take care.